Hello everyone, this is Curtis with Weed Whacker Lawn Care. Hey, today is Friday and let me see, it's a good day. I hope each and every one of y'all are having a good day out there today. Hey, because I'm finna get started with my day. I got a few lawns I need to take care of. I had to come back, y'all, and do some lawn care work. I was on my vacation and which I enjoyed myself. I had a good time, but came off my vacation because what happened was I had some orders came through on my website, and I was like, man, I'm up here trying to email all these customers back that, hey, I'm on vacation, which I had finished all my lawns up. Let me tell you, I had them all up, and then these here are the ones that these last minute, they wait till the last minute after the yard has grown up, they get into a jungle state, and then they like, oh, well, we need some lawn service, so we better go. And I'm like, oh, man. So, I mean, they had all the time to, put the order in, call me, let me know. But no, they don't do that. I get these kind that they wait to the last minute to get lawn service. Right when I'm ready to go on my vacation. Then they'll say they need lawn service. I'm like, okay. So, and wait, I had already let them know. But then, I'm good. This is what they tell me. I'm good. I said, do you need anything? Do you need? Oh, no, I'm good. I'm like, wait a minute. So now I'm on vacation. Now you ain't good. Whatever. But anyway, I had this one, and I told a lady, and I had emailed her, and I said, well, hey, and I carry my, look, y'all, I carry my tablet with me and everything. I had my tablet, and I could check the web, check, all my orders when they come in. Somebody email me. I get notified on my tablet, on my phone, everything. You gotta be tech savvy nowadays because, hey, it's very competitive out here. And I mean, you don't want to miss none of that money. So you be like, well, wait a minute. So I said, okay, let me go on and take care of the customer. But anyway, I emailed the customer back that I was on vacation, and within the week I will be back and I'll take care of your lawn. Now it was just that one, then it was another one, and then another one. So I got all those taken care of. And so it's just been slow, not a lot going on. As you can see right now, the grass is not growing. Look at my lawn, it's not even growing. Look, see my neighbor's yard, it's not growing. See over here, it's not growing. See, this stuff is turning brown. Look, neighbor's yard over here, it's not growing. It's in the grass is in a dormant state right now. The sun is out, but it's not growing. Now, the neighbors over here, grass is still growing, but that's because they let it grow high. That's another story. They let it grow high. But all over, when I ride around, all the lawns are turning brown and brown. And wait till that first frost comes through. When it gets real cold, that's gonna really wipe it out. So it's gonna get slower. And so I want to say, in the beginning, y'all that follow me, what I always tell you, in the beginning, in March, you got 6 months to do what you're gonna do. And if you don't do it in 6 months, don't try to do it now because it's slow. It ain't a lot to do, and it's just gonna be slow. But I came off my vacation to do this. I'm gonna go back on my vacation though. I got a few little ones to do, and then I'm gonna really close it down because I'm like, when it comes around this time of year, you're like, man, I don't want to. Some things I just don't want to do. I don't want to be bothered with a lot of leaves because they don't want to pay for them leaves. You go over there and you'll be in somebody's yard 3 or 4 hours. You come out with like 50 bags of leaves, and you just break them up. They come out and they're like, oh, that looks good. They want to pay you the same price as you been doing the lawn. I was like, wait a minute, you done spent $30 for a box of bags. You in the hole. They ain't want to spend that much money because, you had to go get the bags. You got to go, shopping for the bags. You got to drive to the store. That costs money. Walking in the store, that costs money. You know, then leaving the store, that costs money. Then bringing the bags with you to do the job, that costs money. And then they're like, oh, they only go, no. You're gonna have to charge more for that because that, no. No. You know, you get, hey, like some of them, I tell them, listen, you drive to the store and you get the bags. Guys, let me tell you what happened. This was one year, I had this customer. I said, no, I'm not furnishing no bags. They said, well, we'll furnish the bags. You just rake it up and put it in the bag. Guys, I don't know where they got the bags at. But they bring me these bags, I put the stuff in. Every bag that I put the stuff in, I tried to double the bag. The stuff would just fall through. Y'all seen them. Y'all know those kind of bags that stuff fall through. Man, it was the cheapest bags of all. Then they wanted me, I said, you know what, just forget it. Just forget it. I had to go and get my own bags and put their bags into my bag because I had that 3 meal bag. I mean, they had that 0% 1 meal. I mean, wasn't nothing gonna hold in that bag. I mean, man. You try to put it in the trash can, it fall out before it gets to the trash can. Now, customer just being cheap, not buying some good bags. You know, I'm doing all the work, but at least you could buy some good bags. You know, nah, they didn't do that. But anyway, and then, you know, because you gotta charge for them bags. Doggone 3 meal, but y'all know that stuff ain't cheap. Everything done went up too this year. Man, look at here. I ain't finna go out here and buy no bags. You know, doing a few lawns, I'm like, man, I don't really want to do no leaf jobs. They don't want to pay nothing on them leaf jobs. So I think what I'm finna do, y'all, I'm gonna go out to the website and think I'm gonna close it down so I can go back on vacation. I was having so much fun and oh man, just enjoying myself. Hey, come back to do some lawn care work. Oh no. I mean, I want to tell you, I had a good lawn care season. It was good. But you know, in the beginning, hey, all right. You know, in the beginning, things started out rough for me. Trailer got stolen. I had to regroup and rethink about that situation. I started to go buy another trailer. And then I said, no, I'm going to make it through this lawn care season without a trailer because I just didn't want to have to worry parking that thing and this happened again to me. I was like, no, I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to do that because don't get me wrong. I'm still hurt about my trailer, but hey, it is what it is. We live in a world where we got some people that are just not right. What I want to say, they're just not right. They're not right in the mind. What I want to say, they losers. You're a loser because you can't work and go get your own trailer. Why you got to go steal somebody's trailer? You know, that's the only way you can have something in life. By doing that, come on. Please, you're not living. If you depending on stealing stuff, and the people that are willing to work and have some are the ones that's winning. That's the only way you're gonna win. Can't nobody run your race for you but you. You know, if you get out there on a track, you ever seen them running on a track and somebody's gonna lose or somebody's gonna fall behind or they gonna tie up? Because you gotta run your own race. You gotta run for you. And if you ain't running for you, who you running for? You know? Some people, I don't know, they're running for somebody else because, you know, well, when I say they're running from somebody else, they're running from the law, you know? Law gonna catch you. Sooner or later, they're gonna catch you. You know? That's the kind of stuff you gotta deal with, y'all. Boy, I tell you, it's messed up out here. But can't let that get you down because you got to keep moving, and that's what I've been doing, moving, y'all. So I've been having a good time, and well, like I said, I'm back. I'm finna go and do some more lawns. Today I got some odd jobs, not a lot to do, just mow most of them ones, because I just showed y'all the grass ain't growing. It's slow growth. It's in a dormant state right now, and hey, it is what it is. But when you get to this time frame, hopefully you have put in the work from March to October to kind of sit back a little bit. And that's what I was doing, y'all. That's what when y'all would see me out there grinding, I was trying to share the videos of you. I was sharing with you what you got to do to make it so that you can sit back a little bit now, and take it easy. You got to put the time in when the time is given. And if you don't put it in, hey, you see what's going on. It's slow time now. Ain't a lot going on. So, you kind of take it easy right then. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it was hard. It was hard working in that hot heat. I mean, man, and I didn't have no helper this year. I didn't bring no helper in. It wasn't feasible because most of the times when I did bring them in, you got to go pick them up and, drive them around, pick them up, carry them back, feed them and all this and that. Gas was up. You'll end up spending more than you gonna make by trying to have some help. So you gotta think of ways to be more cost effective so that you could have more profit into your pocket, because you can spend a lot of money doing all of that. I mean, and that's the thing in any company. Companies like what I want to say is sometimes things are good and then sometimes things are bad. And so when things are good, you got to prepare yourself for the bad times. And bad times is when it gets slow. You can see, you already know what's going on out here. You see it. You see it. You see stuff is just slowing down. And cost is going up. It's inflation. It's just taking more money out your pocket to live. You ain't got a lot of money just stuffing in there because it takes a lot to live. Groceries, food, insurance, taxes. It takes a lot, y'all. And you have to stay from month to month calculating your dollars. Because if you don't calculate your dollars, you be like, oh man, I don't have no money for this, I don't have no money for that. And you're like, what am I going to do? Well, what can you do? You have to cut back. Not that you want to cut back, but sometimes it's like that. And while I was on vacation, oh man, that was an educational thing, looking around and seeing what was going on in other places and seeing people that's homeless, and you be thinking about them and you like, man, how did they get to that point? What happened? A lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen in life that bring about a change in your life, where having and not having, that can be tough. That can be tough to adjust because you want to have stuff, but you're out here working and you trying to have something, and somebody else not trying to have nothing. They just trying to take whatever they can get, trying to run over you and take your stuff. A lot of stuff go on that you got to be aware of. You got to have cameras all around your house. You got to have alarm systems in your house. You got to have alarm systems in your vehicle. To let you know somebody's trying to break in, cars getting stolen, houses getting broken in, all kinds of stuff. I see all kinds of stuff out here, y'all. As long as I've been out here doing lawn care and ripping and running up and down these roads, it's just all kinds of stuff out here. And you're like, man, what in the heck? It's just like I'm sitting out here and I have to be looking around because I see a lot of strange cars passing through. You were like, man, you just don't know. But you got to stay aware at all times. At all times. Because hey, I share videos when I was out. Y'all know my stuff getting stole. Backpack blowers. I'm out doing a lawn. Somebody done stole my backpack blower, stole all my gas cans. You know, wiped me out. And I was like, I was hurt about it, but I didn't give up. You know, I didn't give up. I went right back out. I had to lay my credit card down and go get the equipment that I needed so I could go back and do the job. But that gets old. You get tired of stressing yourself out, worrying about this and that. Yeah, man, that gets old. You know, that really gets old. And I mean, that's the thing that I've been bothered with, you know, out here, mowing the lawn. Okay, guys, I'm back. As I was saying, it's just all kinds of stuff you got to worry about while you're out here. My battery had exhausted on me, so I said I had to get another battery, so I put another battery in the camera. I thought that battery would have last, but it didn't. So anyway, I got another one in there, and we're good to go. So as I was telling y'all, it's just a lot of stuff. You get exhausted working out here, stress. It's just some of the things that I went through out doing lawn care. Oh man, I went through a lot, y'all. But as I was stating earlier, I didn't give up. I stuck with it, and I made it through. And I know a lot of y'all tune into the channel, and I appreciate it. I appreciate all the ones that subscribe and, you know, hey, leave comments, and I'll appreciate that, y'all. And it's what I want to say is, when I look back over my journey, I was like, man, I've done a lot of work, and I produced a lot of videos. Now, videos I produce may not get that many views, but that's okay. I mean, it's a lot of things I could do to make them get a lot of views. You know, they got all these things, methods, and you know, search engine optimization, and it's a way like to promote your channel and all. But I never paid any money to do any of that. I just naturally do this stuff myself, post and share these videos, and go from there. You know, and hopefully build a good audience that, you know, may be interested in lawn care, and share these videos, and hopefully that, you know, I'll leave some positive vibes, information that will help them. And like I always say, you know, if something ain't going right, if you know, when I'm say that, like on a job, or if you not happy with what you're doing, then change it. Do something else. Do something for yourself. You know, it don't always have to be lawn care. It can be anything that you have a passion for and you feel that is good. Then you do it. And provide that. It's a service for everyone. You know, it's something that you like to do and you're happy, you're passionate about it. Do it. You know, because it's yours. And just be good at it. You know, and enjoy. And I mean, everything will work out. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna give you a little story back when I worked at Compact Computers. I had been with that company for about 5 years, and everything was great. I was making good money. I went there as a contractor, and they talked me into coming. Well, they kept asking me to become permanent, wanting me to be a permanent employee. I didn't want to be no permanent employee. I liked the contracting. Basically, that's like, you know, you get this contract, it may be 6 months, it may be a year and a half, and that's what I would do. And I love to be contracting because I would work in different companies, and I paid, well, substantial pay. I made a lot more money working as a contractor. And, you know, they was like, well, you know, the benefits and all. I'm like, nah, I didn't want to be no permanent employee. So they tricked me. They told me, they said, listen, we're going to be doing away with all the contractors, and we're looking out for you, so we'd like for you to come aboard permanent. So first time they came, I turned them down. I said, nah, I don't want to be. So then the economy had changed, and I was like, well, I don't want to be without a job. So I said, well, okay. So I went aboard permanent. So I'm working. Now, I took a pay cut, but they said, well, look at the benefits, the insurance and all this and that. It was great, but, well, those benefits when they laid me off. Now, here's the part. Let me get to it. After me working, and I'm moving up, I took a pay cut. So then my salary goes back up. And, it was good. I was happy with it. But then they looked out for me. A layoff came up. And when it came, well, my name was on the list to get laid off, but I didn't get laid off. I was like, why? And talked with the managers, and it's, well, what was offered to me was they wanted me to go into another area that they had an opening for. So they looked out for me so that I wouldn't get laid off. And I was like, oh man. So, okay, I went, everything was fine. And eventually it came time for me to get laid off. After being there right at 5 years, I was four months from being fully vested. And I could have walked away without my money, but I was hurt about it, but it is what it is, and that happens. And I mean, it was great working in the company, moving up, working over this, team lead, all of that, benefits, all that stuff was good until that one day they called me in to that office. Now, I was supposed to have been laid off on a Monday, but I didn't get laid off until on a Tuesday. What had happened was the director didn't come to work on that Monday, so they couldn't lay me off that Monday. So in a Tuesday, they called me. So when I go to work, and I get a call from my office to come to the office. I'm like, why are they calling me? What they calling me for? They won't. I mean, I got this to do. Call me in. I said, oh boy, here we go. I know what's going on. I knew I was getting. So I go in there and they say, hey, we got HR. Are you all right? I said, yeah. They said, well, what's going on? They said, well, you're being laid off today. I was like, what? They said, yeah. They said, there's nothing wrong with your work performance. It's great. We'll give you great reference, everything. But we got to downsize to get this company into a profitable state. And it was like, I'm like, what? They said, yeah. But you're not the only one gonna get laid. They laid off a lot of them. It was crazy. But meanwhile, I had worked up. Money was great. Money came up. I worked my way up and everything. But then when that happened, it was like, what am I gonna do now? What am I gonna do now? And I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. So the economy was bad. I said, well, maybe I'll look for another job or find another job. Couldn't find another job right away and whatever. So they offered me this training to go on how to look for a job. So I took it up. Then they offered me another opportunity on training for starting a business. And I was like, all right. So I took them up on both. I went to both classes and all of that, and then I had decided that I'm gonna work for myself, and I've been working for myself ever since I was laid off from that job. I never looked back, and I just kept moving. I just kept moving and grooving and working. I never wanted to work on no job anymore. I mean, the job that I do now, like, I've had my own computer business, I've had my own side and hustle jobs, and I had the lawn care business. How I got into that was, I was helping my dad. So guys, you ain't gonna believe what happened. my battery keeps exhausting on me. I guess I'm out here and the camera is overheating or whatever it is. It's knocking my batteries out because it's warm today. But anyway, hopefully this battery lasts. But as I was stating y'all earlier, what I was telling you about what had happened, with the layoffs and me starting my own business and everything, and doing the lawn care and all, and my dad got sick and all, and how I took it, got into this by helping him, and I took it to another level when I got into doing this lawn care. That's why you see I have all the mowers. I've shared a video of me with my lawn care set up with all the different types of mowers and all. I took it to another level. and what it was, when I was doing both. I had the computer business going and I had the lawn service. So I was rocking and rolling. But what happened was I had too much on my plate. I was trying to run two businesses and ran into problems. I never could find the adequate help. People tell me they want to work, I give them a job, and they didn't want to work. And so I would just say, you know what, I'm not just gonna keep dealing with this. And what it is I was running a computer business, I was running a lawn service, and I had a consulting business, and I ended up getting a contract, and I was working at NASA doing IT. I was a consulting job that I went on, and so that led to me shutting down my computer business. What is, I had multiple sources of income. I had a lawn care business, had a computer shop, and I had a consulting business where I would do on-site support for hotels and doing now. So I would set up the networks and everything, like the wireless input. So when someone would come out, I get them. I'll go into the hotel, I set the hotel up so it would be Wi-Fi. So when you go and visit the hotel, you were able to log on through the network in the hotel to get your internet access for uploading and downloading. So I had contracts for that. Then I had contracts for like cleaners companies where that I would go on site and resolve issues that they were having and all. Now, don't get me wrong, I made way more money doing the IT work versus doing the lawn care. I mean, it was easy. You don't have to work all day to make $500 or $600 or $1,000. I mean, we talking, you work a few hours and you can make that kind of money. But the downside was I had to be available where that I could see about my parents. They sick, I gotta go take them to the doctor, go here, go there. And so I said, well, this is beginning to be too much. And I got people waiting, and I got clients waiting, so I need to be there, and I need to be there, and I need to be there. And it was just too much. And like I say again, I never could find any adequate help. And one time I thought I had found someone that was good, had a reputable background, and he came in and he asked me for a job, and I was like, okay. I said, well, when time comes available, I'm gonna keep you in mind. And time came available, and I kept this person in mind. And so I called them, and they asked me, they said, well, what is this in reference? His wife had answered. They said, what is this in reference to? I said, well, so-and-so, he came in and he asked me for a job, and I was going to give it, and I said, the time has come. And he was wondering, she said, well, listen, Curtis, I hate to tell you, but he passed last week. I said, no way. I said, man, you have my deepest sympathy and my deepest condolence. I say, I am so sorry. She said, well, no, you didn't know. And I was like, oh my goodness. So then that change plans on that. So then I was like, oh boy. So then I just said, well, I'm just gonna have to go on and start shutting down some things. And so that's what I did. I basically just started shutting stuff down. I kept it going for a little while, but then it was too much. I mean, I loved it. I was having fun with it. Now, did I don't know. Sometimes did I do the right thing? Did I go the right route? And I don't know. It all worked out either way. But I still like the IT. And I don't know, some days I feel like going back into it. I like the computers. I mean, doing the networks and all. I mean, it's very demanding. Working with the servers, working with the Wi-Fi, running the cables and all of that, dealing with all the computers and all, which everything is computerized. I know everything's going electric anyway. All the cars are electric. Everything's going to be electric. Computers based, everything. And it's like even when I worked, I would get these assignments to go on site for service for stores and grocery stores, cash registers, and all of that. Everything was computerized. I mean, that's just like you're in a grocery store. Every item in there is inventoried into the computer. So when you pull an item and it checks out, it shows how many of these items have left. And then it said, well, we need to restock this. You look at. Anyway, guys, I don't know what's going on today with my camera. My batteries keep depleting itself quick. I don't know. But I went and got another battery. I took it off the charger, and hopefully, I got like, 7 or 8 batteries. I guess I'm gonna have to get some new batteries. These are not holding up for me. But as I was stating, y'all, I was telling you about the things that I was doing. When I was doing not the lawn care, doing the computers in the network. I'm losing my train of thought now, telling y'all all of this. But it was good, and I had a great time doing. Oh, it's coming back to me. Yeah, I was telling you about the inventory of the way the computer system will work. For is that you have so many items in the store, and then if something went down, they have an error message, something happened in the software, then I had to go in and figure out what was going on. Sometimes this stuff was a headache, figuring out the resolution, what caused this and why did this happen and all of this and that. And it could be a leak, a chip, capacitor, something go out, and a circuit, motherboard, anything on there. But you got to be able to figure it out and see what's going on and get them back online, because that's controlling your store. All your inventory, your database, how much money is coming in, how much money is leaving out. You're looking at a cash register, and where that thing is rolling, you're making like, what can I say, $50, not $50, $50,000 an hour. You're like, whoa, it's making that kind of money per hour, $50,000 per hour to up to $100,000 an hour in the store, depending on the location, how big the store is. You will see that working through the cash register. You see them numbers just boop, 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 boop. You like, whoa, I wish I was making that kind of money. But those are good clients because they pay very well, because they're making the money. That was good. But guys, hey, I got to get out of here, guys. I'm just sharing a little bit with y'all right now. I got to get out of here. I got some customers that I'm finna go take care of. I'm finna go and see if I can get these lawn care jobs taken care of. It's not that many. A lot of stuff is not going on right now, so it's slow. But anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit with y'all right now, so stay tuned. I'll share a little bit more with y'all later on. I'm gonna get out of here for right now. Y'all take care, stay tuned. I'll be back soon.